photos with her and Prince Andrew way back in the day when she was like in her early 20s. Wow.
Meghan Markle. She didn't just leave the palace, she escaped like it was the world's most glamorous prison break, sprinting toward Hollywood with the urgency of someone late for a red carpet. While some folks thought she was fleeing royal drama, Joe Rogan's convinced she was just chasing a bigger spotlight. And in his latest podcast episode, he's not exactly handing out tiaras. Nope, Joe came in hot, gloves off, crown tilted. His favorite royal punching bag this time? Meghan's Oscar-worthy emotional performances. According to Rogan, her tearful moments are about as genuine as a reality show romance. He didn't just toss a little sass her way, he brought the whole sarcasm spotlight and aimed it right at her best "I'm so upset" face. The roasting really got going when Joe unearthed an old gem of a clip. Meghan casually joking about crying on cue like it's her go-to party trick. You know, just a little watch me weep demo in between hors d'oeuvres. She even laughed, because nothing says heartfelt emotion like being able to cry like a sprinkler system at will. Bravo, Meghan. Hollywood might just owe you an Emmy. Rogan's reaction? Oh, it was nothing short of savage. Like he just found out his favorite protein powder was laced with glitter. He practically choked on the irony. Wait, so you're out here giving teary-eyed interviews about how broken you are? And bragging about your ability to fake cry like it's a hidden talent on your resume? Come on, Meghan, pick a lane. But oh no, the plot thickens. Rogan wasn't the only one side-eyeing her like she just brought boxed wine to a royal banquet. He dragged in the body language experts. You know, the folks who can tell you're lying just by how you blink. According to them, Meghan's tearful theatrics are less heartbroken duchess and more Netflix audition reel. The misty eyes, the heavy sighs, the Oscar-worthy pauses. Apparently it's all a little too perfect, like someone memorized the script for How to Cry Convincingly 101. And Joe? He didn't stop at meh, she's dramatic. Nope, he cranked it up to full conspiracy mode. He basically said Meghan's not having breakdowns, she's having breakthroughs in media manipulation. Those shaky voices and chin wobbles, not symptoms of stress. According to Rogan, that's just strategic PR in a tear-stained trench coat. When the press gets spicy, cue the heartbreak. When criticism creeps in, cue the tragic lighting and vulnerable Instagram post. Rogan's final verdict? It's not emotional transparency, it's emotional tactics. And the real kicker? He claimed she's not unraveling, she's orchestrating, because why suffer quietly when you can suffer photogenically, right? She's crying because it works. Oof, now that's a plot twist worthy of a soap opera. And with that one eyebrow-raising theory, the question everyone's been whispering behind their oat milk lattes has officially hit center stage. Are Meghan's emotional meltdowns real? Or is this just the greatest performance never to win an Emmy? Is she a fragile, misunderstood soul trying to share her truth? Or has the whole world been front row at the Meghan Markle masterclass on how to cry convincingly in 3 easy steps? Rogan? Oh, he's firmly team, she's faking it like it's opening night at the Globe Theater. And honestly, after hearing him dissect it all and hearing those body language pros break down every blink and breath, it's getting harder not to squint suspiciously and wonder if we've all been bamboozled by a tear-streaked rom-com. But wait, the drama doesn't stop there. Joe went full royal roast mode and tackled the sparkliest elephant in the royal room, Meghan's title, the Duchess of Sussex. Yes, that title, the one she still uses with all the flair of someone RSVPing to a party they already quit. According to Rogan, it's less about heritage and more about hashtags. He basically asked the question we're all too polite to scream: if you ditched the monarchy faster than a bad haircut, packed up for LA, launched a media empire, and scored Netflix deals like they were Girl Scout cookies, why are you still dragging around that royal title like it's vintage Chanel? Privacy, sure, but make it prestige. Rogan wasn't buying the whole "we just want to live a quiet life" act. He called it what he sees it as: calculated, curated, and cash flow ready attention seeking. Royal duties, outside, royal branding, still in the cart with express shipping. Because apparently you can ghost the palace but keep the crown, as long as it matches the outfit. It's like quitting your job in a blaze of glory, storming out with a mic drop about how toxic the workplace was, and then showing up the next day demanding the corner office, the company car, and your name's still on the door. That's pretty much how Joe Rogan summed up Meghan Markle's royal exit strategy. And honestly, he's not exactly alone in that line of thinking. He's just the guy loud enough to say what half the internet's been muttering under their breath between sips of tea. Because let's be real, Meghan clinging to the Duchess of Sussex title while also painting the palace like a villain in a Lifetime movie, it's giving, I hate this brand, but don't you dare take my VIP discount. Rogan and a fair share of critics are pointing out the contradiction with the subtlety of a royal trumpet. How can you slam the institution as oppressive and unbearable, then turn around and slap the royal title on every business deal, podcast, and carefully curated press appearance like it's the latest designer label? And, oh, those business deals. We're not talking about launching an Etsy store, we're talking about mega deals. Netflix, Spotify, multi-million-dollar contracts that magically appeared not long after the royal titles became the most PR-friendly accessories in town. Documentaries, podcasts, brand launches. And let's be honest, if they were just Meg and Harry from Santa Barbara with no palace baggage, the hype would have been about as loud as a sneeze in Windsor Castle. Critics argue, and Rogan practically shouted, that without that sprinkle of royal sparkle, the media frenzy wouldn't exist. No title, no tiara, no tell-all, no trending. It's less authentic storytelling and more strategic storytelling, with subtitles in cash. Ah yes, the Sussex brand, the dazzling paradox wrapped in a designer coat of independence. For a couple who supposedly slammed the palace gates behind them with dramatic flair, it turns out that crown, still the main character. Their entire brand, as Joe Rogan and a choir of critics have noted, is propped up by the very royal sparkle they claimed was blinding them. It's like quitting your band, but still demanding to be introduced as formerly of the Beatles at every open mic night. Sure, their Netflix debut drew curiosity, because who wouldn't rubberneck at royal drama packaged as a docu-series? But after the initial gossip buffet was served, the viewership didn't exactly stick around for dessert. Netflix allegedly started whispering the Hollywood version of, maybe we overhyped this, and industry insiders have hinted that future collabs may not be quite so majestic. Because hype is one thing. Execution? That's the part where the glitter tends to flake off. The most brutal critique buried under all the headlines, that beneath the cries of independence and reinvention lies a business model built on royal residue. Meghan and Harry didn't leave the monarchy, they just repackaged it for streaming. Critics, with Rogan leading the snarky cavalry, argue that instead of breaking free, they've simply learned how to monetize the monarchy with fewer rules and better lighting. It's not rebellion, it's rebranding. Despite formally stepping down from their royal duties, the titles, Duke and Duchess of Sussex, remain staple to everything from podcast intros to PR packages like limited edition merch. It's less new chapter and more same title, new font. Their past remains their most profitable asset, the royalty card they keep swiping while insisting they're no longer part of the club. And here's where it really gets deliciously ironic. In the world of business, where credibility is currency, this kind of identity juggling act tends to go bankrupt fast. Critics see it not just as inconsistent, but as calculated, exploiting royal connections while preaching about the trauma they caused, using grievances as branding fuel, royal history as a content machine, and emotional appeals as marketing copy. Rogan's tone? Unforgiving with a splash of, oh please. He painted Meghan and Harry as the couple who stormed out of the castle shouting, "We're done!" then circled back to pick up the crowns because they looked good on Instagram. According to him, they didn't ditch the monarchy. They just swapped Buckingham Palace for the Netflix thumbnail and the royal game for the fame game. Only now, they're calling the plays. What do you think of this drama? Let us know in the comment section. And don't forget to subscribe Celebrity Insider News and press the bell icon for more celebrity gossips. Thanks for watching.